Hi everyone, it's Roxy again. Today I wanted to talk on a topic that it's not really talked about a lot, but we all go through it. It's anxiety and depression. Now, yeah, I am transgendered, and it is big in our transgender community goes through depression and anxiety. However, everybody goes through it. But in our society in particular, that's what we're going to touch on today. You know, it's difficult. It's difficult on all of us. Last night, as a matter of fact, I went through a bad route of depression. I laid on the bathroom floor and I cried in the fetal position because I felt all alone. But I know that I'm not alone, but we still have those days and those times where we do feel that way, even if we're not. So we need to change these habits, but they're not always easy. Depression strikes all of us. You know, there's a high percentage in the 40% mark. I think it's 45%. Don't quote me on these. That transgender people, at least once in their lifetimes, attempt suicide. With the recent, Leela, who committed suicide, and other teens that have committed suicide, transgender teens, and there's a lot of transgender adults who commit suicide. It is very hard on us what we go through because we don't feel appropriate. We feel like freaks. Part of that is the dating game. As transgendered women, the straight men look at us as fetishes or one-time things, or they're closeted gay men who figure we're somewhere in between. And then we have the gay men who look at us still as men, and we're not. We don't present ourselves as men. We don't go out in society as men. And this makes us very upset. Not only that, we have acceptance, and that's what else makes us feel alone. Yeah, you might be like, okay, I don't care. Well, that's not what we need. We need people who do care, who care about our feelings, and generally care about our concerns. My family, I have a cousin, Christopher, on my mom's side, and my cousin Noel. They're both very supportive of who I am. There's my brother Joe, he's very supportive. Most of my dad's side, thankfully, is okay with it at least, and that does help a lot. They don't fully understand. I have an aunt who says things like, well, I won't call you a girl until your surgery, and I can't stop their beliefs. My mother, as a matter of fact, says, I'll always be her son, and refuses to call me by any other name than my birth-given name. And, I have to make that choice there. What's more important? Is it my relationship with my mother or my sanity? And what I do is I choose to take the middle road on that one, and I just let her believe what she believes because I can't change that. But it still hurts every time, and it's a blow. It's a blow right to the stomach, and it hurts so bad. My dad is thankfully okay. He doesn't like Roxy. He doesn't like Roxanne. He hates it. He thinks I sound like a prostitute or a hooker, and I got that a lot, actually. Or a stripper. But I did agree to him to call me Marie. So, that's meeting middle ground with him. On my dad's side, I do have, my cousin Kaylin, my cousin Amanda. They are very supportive. I come from huge families. And on my mom's side, I come from a family of 160, from my grandparents down to 160, I would say. I talked to maybe 10 of them, because of their judgment and their hard stuff beliefs in their religion, and it's hard. It's hard to get over that. There's many nights where I feel alone and I don't want to live anymore. And it's nobody's fault, and we all go through this. As transgendered individuals, we do, because we're born in bodies that don't fit our minds and don't fit our souls. So we have to dust ourselves off. The one thing that's important to remember is that depression is a mindset. Yeah, there's chemical imbalances in the brain that can cause these things to happen, and there's heredity, and drug use can cause it to happen, doing a split in the brain, and mental disorder. But happiness is a choice. Make sure to count your small blessings, because the big ones don't come often. I'm very poor. And I'm putting myself out there, and again, don't take this as a pity party. It's not. I would never want pity from anyone. But I am very poor. I barely ever have food. I'm a diabetic. It's not good. But I do have a roof over my head, and the bills are somewhat paid. And I have to be happy for that. I have to be happy that I do have, the love and support that I need. Not necessarily what I would want, but I do have some. I do talk to other transgendered people in my small little tiny town. Not my small little Colorado mountain town. If anyone gets that reference, I'm sure people will. But I do have other transgender people I talk to in my tiny little town. And it does help. It helps to know that I have that support and that love. But we face discrimination every day. This bathroom issue, who cares? I just have to be. The worst I'm going to say to you is, excuse me, I need the sink. That's it. That's all I need is the sink and a toilet with a stall with the door that closes. Work, employment, that's crazy. The last job I had a girl say, you'll never be a girl with that dick between your legs. And I said, excuse me, you can't say that. That's not appropriate. And the manager said, you need to be quiet. You need to hush down. This will become heated. And I'm like, why's it got to become heated? It's just inappropriate. And I was told to just be quiet, and I had to humble myself. Corporate came down. Franchise, it wasn't corporate, but the management, not store management, the regional manager came down and said that, and the franchise owner, that I couldn't go by my girl name. I had to have a name on my name tag that was legal. And when I had that, I had a manager who went by his last name. And I said, well, that's not fair that I have to keep my male first name, but the manager's allowed to have their last name. And I was just told to do what I was told. I did make it a little more of a feminine legal name, like a nickname that would be a derivative of that name. But it's still, every day I felt difficulties there with the bathroom. I just didn't go to the bathroom while we were open. I did not pee while our hours were open, very rarely, unless it was an emergency. And even then, I had to use the men's room, because in my area, that's what my owners and my management told me to do. And I had to keep my job. Unfortunately, I don't have that job anymore, but in the same respect, fortunately, I don't have that job anymore. I don't have that stress and that I faced every day going in and dealing with these people. And the sad thing was, I dealt with the general public in my small town every day. The public was fine with me. There was a couple who, but whatever, you can't please everyone. It's no big deal. But the biggest problem I had was with crew, and not all the crew, don't get me wrong. I still talk to a good portion of them. I still love them, and I even love the ones who discriminated against me. Because they just don't know. So now our next job is, as transgendered individuals, is to educate the public. We need to educate them. We need to keep them going, keep them understanding. And no, not always will they. But we have to keep pushing. But when I say pushing, we don't need to come in as militants, at least in my opinion, and put an angry fist for our rights. We need to come in softly and be understanding and caring, and be understanding that they're not going to get this right away. It's not going to come right off the bat. We have to take baby steps with them. But with all of that, I did want to bring up the depression. There is anxiety that's involved as well. Anxiety when you leave, every time you leave the house. Anxiety when you have a job interview. Anxiety when I have to go to the doctors and use my legal name, or anywhere else I have to use my legal name with a full face of makeup. Things do happen, and it does cause mental problems. So I ask that if you know anyone who's transgendered or gender dysphoria, or really any of your friends, whether they're cis, trans, gender fluid, doesn't matter, gay, straight, bi, white, black, Latino, Asian, doesn't matter, just be their friends, be there for them, and respect them the way they want to be respected. If you do have transgender friends or anyone who you feel that could benefit from this video, please share this. I'm going to ask you all to please share this because I feel that everyone could benefit from this. Please share this video. You know, post it to your Facebook wall, post it to your Twitter. If you'd like to see more, please subscribe, comment, you know, like the Facebook page, follow me on Twitter. Do what you gotta do. Like, comment, share. Even if you disagree with things, please comment. We'll talk about it. Don't come on there like a raving troll, but we'll discuss it. I will discuss it with you guys. I'm here for the community. I'm doing this for you. I'm not doing this for me. The only thing that this is doing for me is to help me see my transitioning process and help see me change from one thing to another. But other than that, I'm doing it for you guys. So please, you know, show me some love. I'll show you guys love. I always show you love. With the best of heart and the warmest of